Okay, so I've just got some puns here from a Twitter feed that Casey Erb and his brother put together in 2012. We send a pun almost every day for about 6 months. The name of the Twitter feed is at Punnelled. Yeah, Punnelled. So I saw a life-size painting of a man who couldn't resist the urge to climb mountains. It seems he was drawn to scale. Till the cow, if made him into leather, he'd benefit all humanity. He said, well, I'm not convinced, but I could be swayed. I love smoking meats, but I've only tried pulled pork and ribs. I'm worried if I branch out, I might become more well-rounded. I'm on a TV show where I landscape by day and investigate crimes by night. It's called Law and Order. The hamburger gave up all his juicy details after I grilled him. It was because he'd seen me rake his brother over the coals. I hate mischievous tigers. They're always causing trouble, but they're never spotted. My tank top wearing friend insists on his right to bear arms, whereas I sell frozen fruit and defend my right to freeze peach. I submitted a bill to Congress to allow scientists to turn a man into a mouse. The bill and the test subject were both ratified. My Little League baseball team was rather pint-sized. Turns out we needed 2 of them for each court. He saw the paparazzi show up at the roof party. He had to hide, so he decided to jump to the roof next door. He was just shy. My buddy said his dream was to become a conductor over a chorus of obese folks, singing in low monotone voices. I said, fat chance. After years of smoking, my fireplace came down with a bad flu. Then I had a heart attack, so I was forced to dismantle it. Lightning struck my cornfield and it caught fire. People must be talking about it because my ears are burning, but I don't go crowd. The sailors who manned the cannons failed to shoot them properly. They offered to retry. The captains refused and fired them all. The captain refused. I was at the head of my class. Then the teacher announced to all my peers that I'd gotten a 60% on the final. I felt so degraded. We left a few cartons of vegetables outside, and it snowed. With our frozen beanies, we went out to the beat box to bust a rhyme. We started a company that sponsors Rochambeau contests. If we win a dime, it'll be by sheer luck. About as soon as I get my cut. We started a company that sponsors Rochambeau contests. It looks good on paper, so I'm hoping to make money hand over fist. Remodeling's a pain. Mom did a linen closet, then threw in the towel. Dad backed out of the garage, but I'm in it for the long haul. Mom made vegetable stir-fry and said, let us pray. I replied, I don't care it at all about world peace. I'd rather take a leak. When my house flooded, my neighbors got me new seats for my living room, but not a new bookcase. It was a shelfless act of charity. I used mixed martial arts to fight a deer in a wrestling ring. I only got a few bucks last night, but I really need that dough. Looking for something to do, he began drilling holes in a table. The drill slipped and went through his hand. Guess he was bored. The airport's escalator was broken. Many passengers took their flight before they would take a flight to take their flight. I hated the questions. What's your place like? What happened to your car? What key's that song? And so I screamed, it's a flat. I'm reading this book about how to shrug off insults. Just can't seem to put it down. I'm looking to acquire 4 assistants. So I'm looking to acquire 4 assistants. The police showed up and arrested my pepper shaker. The charge? Accessory to assault. I had to ground it for the rest of the season. Found out the guy sleeping in my spare room is telling folks I'm obsessed with horsies. I'm going to debunk that rumor right now. When they told me to behave, I dug tunnels under their homes. When they asked why, I replied, I did as you said. I mind your manners. Electrocuted in his home office amidst mannequins he'd bought on credit. Guess he was well grounded. in the study of charged bodies. I watched a film recently. It was slow at first, then it had twists and turns, but it was very dry in the end, so I wiped it off the tub. We'll talk. To the spokesperson for the revolution, with tireless effort he goes where others fear to tread. He's a real axle. The crowd saw me jogging along the river and went into a panic, withdrawing money from ATMs. Hurry out. It's just a run on the bank. Come and meet the staff of life. They operate the facts of life, and their food comes from different walks of life. By the way, they're inbred. She was hospitalized after making a static by rubbing a balloon on her head. They removed a shock of her hair, and she was discharged. My friend looked better before he crossed his eyes. I had to whisper at the library, because my talking was not allowed. I put the photo on the fridge. She said it would be better by the sink. I replied, well, I can't counter that. Let's table it for now. My watered-down soda contested that it was just as good as regular soda. He's obviously deluded. Be warned, all you 10-cent coins, don't become friends with cars. They really don't give a dime, and they'll turn on you every time. Math majors are normal people. They love to graph and plot. This makes them the greatest common divisors. When I hit our basketball referee with a burning aromatic stick, he was rather incensed and called a fragrant foul on me. My brother-in-law was feeling down, so my wife made me take him to the movies to cheer him up. I couldn't say no. It was a mandate. You can't compare apples to oranges. But if you have two of either, you have a pear. Sorry, I tend to go after the low-hanging fruit. I gave my girlfriend access to my money. I have to give her credit. She keeps herself in check, and that's what I was banking on. The sound of coins dropping in a vending machine always scares me. I guess I have a fear of change. My fat friend went to the fair. He was hungry and demanded some supersized meal portions. They had to make some large concessions. I swear I didn't steal the cathedral windows. Sure, it was painstaking work, and it gets my seal of approval. But I was framed. The elderly head of a monastery was told to stop spending so much time coloring the monk uniforms. But old abbots die hard. I wonder what would happen if I put my dollar in the change machine. Then it all made sense. This guy rode his bike in the fast lane and didn't even cause an accident. How could anyone be so reckless and car-free? When all the wheels on your car blow out, it may be jacked, but don't feel deflated. Just retire it. The defendant was offered a plea deal in exchange for a reduced term. He immediately replied, guilty. It was a short sentence. If my cucumber falls in that vinegar, my first pick will be a new one. But if they're out, it's no big deal. I'll eat it with relish. I built my own tennis racket, but it's noisy, and the ball goes right when I serve. I guess if you make such a racket, it serves you right. A judge ordered a deaf man to stop juggling bombs, but the motion was sustained. Once the man received his hearing, he dropped the charges. A lot of students are studying gravitational theory these days. Guess it's an attractive field. Holy smokes! It's the Pope's cigarettes. I know a guy who's addicted to juggling fedoras. Says he can quit at the drop of a hat. Dad didn't really feel like milking cows that morning, so he bailed. The large rock was closer to the edge than the pebble. Guess he was bolder. What do you get when you throw a grenade into the kitchen? Linoleum blown apart. And so it ends.